Good morning, it's Saturday. It's not early, it's about 10:30, but I didn't set my alarm because I was feeling so ill yesterday. But I woke up to my text message from the NHS testing centre and my test was negative. So although I still feel really ropey, I think we can safely assume it's not COVID. That said, I'm going to stay home today because I have got symptoms of some description that probably nobody wants. It's getting on for 3 o'clock now. I'm coming to show you my flares that came through the post. Now, I tried these on last night. I love them. Oh, they're so comfortable, but they're too long. And that's kind of not a bad thing because even for me, I am finding this flare a bit extreme. I'm a little bit worried I'm going to catch my toes or the tip of my footwear in it and go flying flat on my face. So I'm going to attempt to hem it today because I'm still feeling quite weak and pathetic. So I thought, well, I could sit in bed and hem quietly and calmly whilst watching some videos or, you know, listening to videos. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't really know how to do it, but I'm going to figure it out, but I'll try them on and show you. So here we go, is a full length mirror shot. Ta-da! Yeah, too long. So I definitely need to, but I'll measure them in a minute off camera, but I probably need to take that much off. So I'm going to lose some of that extreme angle of flare, which I'm quite pleased about. I'm definitely going to need a belt with them because I was showing them to Izzy last night and I bent over to pick something up and like we're coming down at the back. I was getting the old builder's bum thing happening, so yeah, definitely need a belt, but I love them. And do you know what I really like? I really like that they are elasticy. They're really, really stretchy, so although they look tight, they're not reducing my flexibility, because I hate that when jeans are really stiff and you can't move. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get to work on these this afternoon and show you the result. Yay, I just had my first gig come in since the pandemic. Yay! Hopefully it's going to all start coming together now work-wise. We'll see. Ah, brilliant. It's only a wedding. It's in somebody's house. It's very, very, very small scale and probably in the garden, I think. And I definitely won't be able to vlog it because it's in a private home. But anyway, yes, something for July. Does mean I've got a lot of repertoire to learn between now and then because I am depping in a band that I'm not normally in. I like depping because I learn all the repertoire, keep it on file, and then if I need to work with them again, I can just do it more quickly. So I think it's good for networking. Anyway, I haven't made much progress on the jeans because I've been on the phone, so I'm having one of those nauseous ill surges. Anyway, right, so I'll show you what I've been doing. I've worked out I need to take 5 inches off, so I've put these green pins. I don't know anything about being a seamstress, by the way. I never hem jeans ever. That's how long they're going to be, so I'm going to take 5 inches off and I'm going to cut them, I think, to there, the red marker, and then I'm going to fold up and fold again and then sew. So they're inside out at the moment, and I figured I could use some chalk to mark it out. Maybe not that one because that's a bit chunky. Maybe a yellow one or something, yeah, because I'm never going to see it on the black, otherwise I might. Look at this pencil case, I haven't seen this for years. I dug it out of one of my drawers downstairs. It's a funny thing, sometimes I realise I've got this prejudice about what my own capabilities are or my potential capabilities are in given sort of subject areas. And I've got it in my head somewhere that the only people that can do seamstressing type of things are like people that are very experienced with it or have done it a lot. And I kind of think, well, I can't do that kind of thing because I'm not a sewing-y person. I should just not bother or leave it to somebody else. But actually, yeah, of course they're going to be better at it than me, but it doesn't mean I can't have a go. And, you know, oh, I've got the tape measure under the tripod leg. Doesn't mean I can't have a go and think carefully about what I'm doing. Do a bit of research and just find it rewarding then when I've got something created. Right, this is going to be 1.5 inches lower. I figured that out on the other leg. Yeah, I don't know where I got this silly notion from in the first place. I probably just, it's just a habit notion that I've got that I probably developed as a teenager or something, you know, before I was worldly wise and experienced in life. I'm saying that with a pinch of salt, you know what I mean. I'm going to do cutting now. I've marked it out with chalk. I basically used the bottom of the other leg as a guide, but probably that's pointless because I'm going to do a double fold from that bit anyway. Nobody's going to look that closely at the bottoms anyway because they're going to be right down by the ground. As long as they're vaguely good enough. Oh, I'm scared. It's cutting the fabric. This just feels counterintuitive in a way. Expensive jeans. Well, I think they're expensive. They were a little under £40, I believe. Quite a lot anyway, I think, by my standards. Look how stretchy the fabric is. Boing. See what I mean? Here they are, having been cut. I'm gonna fold it over and fold it over again and then sew it as neatly as I can. Well, I'll pin it first and then sew it as neatly as I can whilst listening to a Q&A that I'm rather looking forward to that I've got on there, which is a whole 45 minutes, so that'll probably take up all the time and be very pleasant. And I have coffee, of course, waiting for me. So yes, I'll show you when I'm done. Right, about an hour later and we are done hemming. Look, these are inside out still at the moment, and I've managed to somehow keep that pleasant curve. I do not know how. I'm even wondering if it's an optical illusion of some description, but yeah. I was very slow, very careful. I'm going to turn them the right way and examine the hem and see how messy they look. Here we go, they're now the right way round. What do we think then? Just looks okay to me. You can see if I hold it with the light like that, it looks a bit messy, you know. I double stitched it because I folded it in once, stitched it and then folded it again. This is a double thing there. I'm assuming that's the right sort of thing to do. I'm going to try them on. They look scarily short to me now. It'll be horrible now if they're too short because there's no going back really. Well, no, I suppose I could untake them. I hope not though, because that took me an hour. Okay, the moment of truth. Ta-da! Look at that. I am pretty happy with that, to be honest. I'd say they officially don't look too bad at all, and it's taken that extreme flare off, you know, where it was absolutely massive. Oh, I'm so pleased. Really cool, yay! I might even get a blue pair and do it all again. We'll see how I get on with them, see if I trip over them or anything, because what I don't want to do is catch my toe in them, but I think because I've made them a little bit shorter, that's not hopefully going to happen now. Here's dinner underway. Do you know, this kettle always looks really white on my footage. It's not really white and glowing in real life, but on my monitor it is. I need to figure out how to stop doing that. Let's just not look at the kettle. Here's dinner underway. I realised the fish was right on its date, so I needed to eat the fish. I was going to do a stew, but then I did an about turn. I literally started boiling potatoes and thought, we'll have potatoes and stew, and then found the fish and thought, we'll have potatoes and fish. So we've got a fish thingy each. I think it's bassa fillet. One massive mushroom chopped up, that'll shrink down and won't be much. I might just eat that myself because Izzy's not keen on mushroom. And I have potatoes and broccoli in the same pan because I am lazy and I just think, why have two pans when you can have one? And I think the broccoli water infuses in the potatoes and vice versa. I think it makes them taste a bit better, so that's why I do it like that. A bit unconventional. I'd like to introduce you to a new member of the household. Ta-da! A chilli plant for the windowsill. I don't know if I featured it before in the vlog because I bought one for my dad for Father's Day and I might not have shown it. I can't remember. I quickly forget what I have or haven't put in these vlogs, believe it or not. You might find that incredible to believe, but it's the way it is, I'm afraid. So yeah, there's that. I haven't harvested any of them yet, but Izzy doesn't like chilli, so I won't be doing that today. Looking forward to them though. They store well in the freezer apparently, just whole. If you have one of these. Anyway, speaking of plants, I'm going to give you a very quick garden update. The tomato plants, this one's doing very well and is very happy. This is also happy, but it needs staking. I need to go and forage for some sticks or something to stake these tomato plants. I thought it might be rather fun to find some in the woods rather than go to Wilko and just buy canes for money, you know. These beans, well, I've been trying to encourage them or discourage them from entangling with the other ones by here, but I've failed, and I think, oh well, because I didn't really want to be tied to having that pot there so I could move it to access beans over here rather than rummaging blindly for them, but I failed. The beans have won. As you can see, there's been quite a lot of sluggage, like a lot of the leaves are looking like this, as you can see, but it's okay. My dad said this would happen. He said, well, they can eat the lower layers once the plant's established enough and they can photosynthesize quite happily from their higher up leaves. So they'll be all right. And he didn't think the slugs would go slithering up to get the higher leaves. And as you can see, they haven't really. There's a couple with little holes in, but on the whole, they're okay. Look at all these lovely flowers though. So I think very soon we're going to see loads and loads of little baby beans starting to appear because there's loads and loads of these flowers. Now, this is a shot of the pansies for my mum who planted them all. She likes to see how they're getting on. So there you go, mum, there's your pansies. I am being a naughty girl and not deadheading, and I should apparently be doing that. Oh, there's a weed. Ragwort, is that ragwort? Not sure. Courgette plants, they're quite happy in there. Again, I need to get some sticks or string or something and sort these beans out because they're starting to go all raggly scraggly and all over the place. These ones are growing up this stick very happily. Weeds in the strawberry, need to get those out, but I'll do that another day. Now, look at this courgette. Look, ta-da! Quite a lot going on that plant. This is the winning plant. The other plant of that age is closely following. We've got some actual courgettes coming. And these ones that I potted way after, they're, you know, they're growing, they're getting there. I don't see any actual courgettes on them yet, but I think it's just a matter of time. And last of all, just before I go back in and rescue my fish, these little tomato plant seedlings are doing a lot better, and I think they will be able to go in the grow bags as planned, but if not, I'll go and buy some other ones. This smells amazing. Ooh, I probably shouldn't do that. I'll probably splat fish juice all over me, which will not be nice. Oh, go on, turn over, nice and elegantly. For the camera, go on, no. Oh. That was the most exertion I've had all day, that was. It's funny, you know, I do really like sort of very seasoned and flavoured food, don't I? You know, I go to town on all the seasoning usually, but sometimes I just really like just absolute simplicity as well. Isn't it great? All the options we have for eating. I've served the fish and mushroom up. I haven't given Izzy a lot of mushroom because I know she's not keen, but I wanted to have the vitamin D in it. I've just chucked the potatoes and broccoli into the pan with the fishy and mushroom oil, just to, you know, give it that little bit of a seasoning, and I'm trying to just slightly crisp it up a bit, and just in the time it's taking Isabel to come downstairs. I've just eaten the last dip dab ice lolly out of the freezer, and this is why I'm never going to buy them again. I cut out the sachet, I put it in a cup, so that it would be upright, dipped the lolly in, held it up to my mouth. No, still mess everywhere. And you should see the state that me and IB got in before, when we both had one each at the table together. Sherbet everywhere. They are a novelty. I'm glad I've tried them, but I'm going back to the Parma Violet ones. It's about 8:30 in the evening now. Isabel's making jam tarts, so I'm looking forward to those later. I've been editing. I'm starting to feel considerably improved. I'm not completely out of the woods, but I'm definitely feeling better, so I might be well enough to go out tomorrow. We'll see. I'll play it by ear in the morning, see how I feel. But anyway, if you've enjoyed today's video, do give it a like. It really helps the channel to grow, and I really appreciate that. And if you're new here and you'd like to follow more of my story, do hit the subscribe button. Oh, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because then you'll get a notification every time I upload. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye!